I believe so.
You sure?
I'm not very good at this, but let's go.
Oh, come on, Jeanne. You're great at it.
Well, that's totally different. I can hide behind an instrument.
Well, this is true. So I guess the first question I'm going to have to ask you is the way the music industry is today and the way that it's going down with the internet and downloading, what would you do to try to change it to where it'll go back to where people are getting the actual physical disc and more money to go to the bands where it belongs?
I don't think it can ever go back, but we gotta find new ways to go about it to make money. And because the way the world in general works is it progresses to a certain point and sometimes it can't go back. I mean, history can repeat itself, but when it comes to actual physical things, I don't see there's any way. I can't think of it anyway. Internet, it's such a monster that, yeah, I don't know. Told you I'm bad at this.
Actually, at least it's being honest instead of something that's pre-staged.
Yeah.
You know, the fans actually get to hear what you enjoy, what you think of things. So that's what matters. What is it like for you to be on a big tour festival like this?
Festival tours like this are our favorite thing in the whole world. I mean, you get in front of way more people than you thought you would ever get in front of, like playing shows with Marilyn Manson and Slayer. You get all their fans kind of checking out if they get here earlier enough. And also just summertime in general. There's barbecues, there's so many bands to hang out with, so many people to meet. It's just always endless fun, just always something to do. Like I was just sitting at the merch booth just hanging out and yeah.
See, a lot of the older rockers do that. Joey Belladonna, Kerry King. I've been on tour with Slayer before. And what is it like for you to be a musician actually touring with someone that's been around as long as they have?
Oh, it's great. We feel very lucky that Cannibal Corpse is, you know, and our kind of not a main stage band, but more of like around with us. So we've been kind of hanging out with them, and they're like big idols to us. So we kind of freak out, but now we're all friendly. So we're kind of like, all right, I don't have to be a fangirl anymore.
Now,
this is awesome.
I interviewed Alex just a little bit ago to bring up Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Cannibal Corpse back in '92, and it shocked him because it was in Houston, of all places. Do you think today's technology helps bands get out more?
It absolutely does. I mean, even though people think downloading is kind of the worst thing, but I find, personally for me, I come across more bands that way, going on MySpace, you know, being able to hear samples and stuff. You couldn't do that before. You just had to buy the CD, and then if you don't, you know, they don't really have single cassettes anymore, stuff like that, you know, 8-track. So it's the way things are now. Everything's digital. So just gotta find a way to adapt to it. Yeah. Shut up!
That'll never happen, not as long as we all live for metal.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we love metal.
I think I died too.
Yeah, that's why we like metal. We like it loud.
With the way that All That Remains is doing right now musically, where do you guys see it going in the next couple of years?
We're gonna keep progressing, and I don't know exactly. We're gonna still keep our sound, but we don't want to be the band that puts out the same album every time. So we try to grow and listen. I listen to a lot of music, and I've been taking more lessons, stuff like that. Anything to progress myself. Individually, we're all progressing in different ways. So no matter what, the next album will sound different. There'll still be the little elements, but there'll be, you know, gaining more.
For a real unique sound to try.
Yeah.
But let people know it's still you guys. No
Yeah.
matter what.
We don't do that. Ooh, hey. We don't do that on purpose. It's just who we are. We don't want to sound like any other bands, and we don't want to try to compare ourselves to anyone else. So we kind of just do our own thing, and it seems to have worked so far.
So what's it like to be a female on tour with all these guys? Do you give them a ration of hell like Doro does?
No.
The other ones I know?
I don't know. I grew up with brothers and all their friends, so I'm not amused by most of their antics. And you know, and I don't play a mommy either. I kind of just want to hang out and, you know.
You don't play any mean tricks on tour just
No.
for the fun of it?
No.
Because I know as a tour manager, I did to every band I was out on tour with. I tortured them.
No, I kind of just do my own thing. I don't know.
Right on.
It's definitely beneficial to me to be surrounded by all kinds of boys. Not gonna lie, it's kind of cool.
Get to choose your evilness.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person who never had many boyfriends, or not a lot of people ever talked to me in high school and college, stuff like that. I've always been really shy, so now I kind of, to my advantage, been able to talk to more people. And
So how long have you been playing?
about 10 years. But when I first started playing, I was in college, so I didn't really pay that much attention to it. And then suddenly, you know, like 6 years later, I ended up joining this band, and I've been in this band almost 4 years.
So just after college, you decided it was where you wanted to go musically?
It kind of happened by accident. I know, like, people tried so hard with their bands, and I kind of just snuck in through the back door without even, you know, kind of the right place at the right time. When I was done with college, I was working many jobs because, you know, paying off student loans, and I ended up moving to Arizona kind of randomly, and that first summer, I ended up working on Sound City Underground, the first one, in 2005, doing merch for Prosthetic. And then, yeah, Animal Science.
Animal science?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So the last real job I had was in a kennel. So I quit that job to join this band. I've had many jobs, like, involved in that, but music has always been my passion, pretty much.
6 years of college?
Did 4 years of college, yeah.
And then just after
Kind
that?
of hanging out, yeah. Been playing in local bands, just kind of more of like a hobby type of thing. Never thought I'd go anywhere, never thought I'd be on tour. I have like a lot of friends that were in bands that went on tour, because Unearth's from our area, Shadows Falls from our area, Kill Switch is from our area. So I saw them all go out, and I'm like, I wonder what that's like. That must be really fun. And when the opportunity came about, I just jumped at it, and here I am. I'm still loving it.
Well, thanks for your interview, and I hope you guys
thank you.
as good as you usually do on stage. So.
We've been pummeling, so we're coming out swinging this time. We only have half an hour, so we're making the most out of it. Definitely.
Good luck, and I hope you guys rock and roll.
Thank you very much.
Very much.